Aloha, friends and neighbors. Welcome to show 881. Rollin Frost here, Kona astrologer, doing personal chart work for you and trying to make a living. This show is the results of all of you wonderful people who paid me for chart work. Now, for the last few shows, I decided after the moon in Virgo, the new moon in Virgo, to try to give you some helpful health hints. So far I've gotten into the B vitamins. How do you get B vitamins? Molasses, wheat germ, fried liver. Okay, you don't need to take pills, not good. If you're taking pills, half-life and get off them. Yeah. Then we got into calcium, magnesium, phosphorus. Chew the chicken bones. Pregnant girl soup from the Chinese kitchens. Fish head, chicken bone soup. Sardines with the bones in them. Got to get your calcium, mag, phosphorus input mellowed out, So we talked about B vitamins and calcium. And today I'm going to talk briefly about another thing called potassium sodium. It has a lot to do with your nervous system. And salt. And here's the main thing. Don't eat regular salt. Eat sea salt. See that? Now this is just evaporated seawater. It hasn't got just sodium chloride chemicals that American industry has falsely misled you into thinking that's salt, and you've got it in all your food and it's messing up your body. This sea salt has sodium, potassium, all sorts of minerals in it. The same ones that are in your blood. Your blood is just seawater, okay? So throw away all your salt, get yourself some sea salt, and stop worrying so much about what you take. You won't need as much salt if you use sea salt because it tastes a lot better and it satisfies your body. We'll say, oh, that's enough salt. You'll be surprised. Sea salt. Now the other thing I wish to speak to you about today is elimination. I learned elimination theory years ago when I had lots of little small boys, and we had to learn about health, or it was a misery. So what you learn is that stuff goes into your body, stuff goes out of your body. Now if you get stuff going into your body, it's not so good, and all of us do. It's very hard to get really pure food, pure water, pure air today. Those of us in Hawaii are really lucky. We've got good water, by and large, and unpolluted anyway. We've got great air, the best air in the world. And the workplace, we don't have a lot of heavy industry that's polluting your air and polluting yourself in the workplace. But nevertheless, you're going to acquire a bunch of stuff. How do you get out of the body? Well, elimination is a tricky thing. Most people don't know about it, so they do nothing. And what happens is all these toxins and byproducts and irritations pile up in your body until your body says, hey, that's enough. And then it goes into elimination. You call a cold. Yeah. And you'll be uncomfortable. Your body will get stuff out. So eliminations are no fun. A lot of the diseases that you know about are basically diseases of elimination. Your body trying to get stuff out you put into it. So how do you assist the body in getting stuff out? The primary mechanism is fasting. If you don't eat solid food, your body can shift gears into elimination and start sweeping out the house, And that's what you want to do. So a lot of religions recommend that you fast 1 day a week, Sunday's a good day, Father's Day, the sun. It depends on your lifestyle, but here's the trick. You want to start a 1 day fast just by dropping solid food. Now you can drink all kinds of things. You don't have to drink water, and that's all. That's drastic. I mean, I've done fasts on beer. As long as it's a clear liquid, huh? Clear means no solids. If there are no solid particles in it, your body will process the liquid and it won't go into digestion. Digestion takes an awful lot of energy. Okay? Your body can only do three things. It can think and all the blood's in your brain. It can do physical work and all the blood's in your muscles. Or it can digest and all the blood's in your guts. So if you stop digestion, the body says, hooray, I don't have to work at digestion. Now I can get my broom and sweep some of the toxins out. So if you start with a one-day fast and just drink all kinds of liquids, anything you want, as long as there's no solids in the liquid. Yeah, so you could do beer, you can do all kinds of juices, but like tomato juice or orange juice that has, I don't recommend citrus juices. Just, green tea, anything that's clear. And your body will shift into elimination. Now when it does that, if you've got a big buildup in your body, when the body starts to eliminate, you may get uncomfortable symptoms. You might feel headachy, a little sickly, you might be irritable, you might not sleep real well. If that happens on the first day of a fast, well, then you want to just fast one day for a while. And as you get used to it and your body eliminates some of the toxins and irritants there, the one-day fast will not produce these things. Try a 2-day fast. Once a month, I like to try to do a 4-day fast. And what I found out is that because I got a lot of the toxins out, if you're not digesting, you start feeling pretty good. On the second day of a fast, you'll wake up bright and cheerful. Now, if on the second day you get a little headachy, a little itchy, a little irritable, okay, don't go any further. As soon as you start eating again, it'll turn off the elimination. If you, by the third day of a fast, I feel like Superman. Oh yeah, my brain is clear, my body feels so strong, I have endurance, I feel wonderful. The fourth day of a fast is a delight. I used to wonder why, Gandhi and guys in jail would start fasting. And everybody thought, oh, this is really bad, this is dangerous. No, it isn't. You're fasting. My sister Cynthia once got breast cancer and she just went to a quiet place where she could be happier and started fasting. She fasted herself down to 90 pounds. Yeah, slowly, took 6 months, got rid of the breast cancer. Breast cancer? Now here's a hint. Cancer is a disease of irritation. You get stuff in the body, it irritates you, and 20 years later you get a cancer. There are lots of things get in there. One of the startling things is that nuns don't get breast cancer. No, if they don't have sex, they don't get breast cancer. And there's evidence from way back that the more sexual partners you have, the higher your rate of breast cancer and testicular cancer and cervical cancer and stuff like that. So obviously there's some viruses, there's some stuff being passed around. So anyway, if you just you breathe a little dust in your lungs, asbestos gets in there and your lungs move and the asbestos scratches the pleural lining of your lungs. After 20 years of scratching, you'll develop a cancer. You can scratch your arm in the same place for 20 years and you'll have a cancer there. It's a disease of irritation. So elimination is the key to get rid of stuff out of your body before it gets to that point. That's something. When I was in my late 30s, I ate a bunch of mahi-mahi from some Waikiki chef that said, oh, this is good. Turned out it wasn't. It was full of mercury from Taiwan. Only eat local mahi-mahi. And I got mercury toxicity. My gums turned white and I got a little weird. So I recognized it and it was, and I wanted to get the mercury out of my body. I wanted to eliminate the mercury. To do that, I took dulse and mint, a couple of herbs, and I did some fasting. And I worked myself up to 4-day fasts, and the mercury was getting out pretty good. On the morning of the 5th day, I woke up and my neck had eliminated benzene. When I was young in my 20s, I worked in a Dow Chemical lab, and we were washing stuff in benzene. Smells sweet, it's kind of like kerosene. But benzene turns out to give you leukemia. So when I did the 4-day fast, the benzene came out of my neck into the pillow. You can't mistake the smell of benzene. I got benzene out of my body after 25 years. And I haven't got leukemia yet, and I'm 72. So this business of elimination and fasting is one of the keys to health. But don't try get too radical or you'll get uncomfortable. I remember back on Kauai, a lot of the hippie kids would go into Kalalau Valley, you know, and they wouldn't get much food, so they were kind of fasting. Now, if you eat fruit, especially the acid fruits, it promotes fasting. And these kids would go in and not eat for a few days and eat a bunch of guavas, and they would start elimination. But instead of a little bit of elimination coming out of their body, they had a great wave of toxicity, and they'd get really sick, and they thought they had caught the bugaboo bug. They'd have to go in and get them out. No, it was elimination. So you start fasting slow, build up. I'll tell you, if you do this right, take your time, by the time you're in the 4th day of a fast, which you should try and do once a month, you're going to feel super good. And then when you eat, oh boy, brings you down. Digesting, oh, I had a hard time going back to food. Yes, after the 4th day of a fast, I don't want to eat. You know, my brain gets more stupid. My body slows down. I'm using all this energy to digest. It's not easy to eat and process food and drink. So elimination is the key, okay, to good health and getting all of this pollutions modern civilization gives us out of your body. Just start slow. There's an old saying that 3 gulps of water cures thirst, 7 gulps of water cures hunger. So on your 1st day of fast, you feel a little hungry, 7 gulps of any clear liquid and you won't be hungry. You just get through 1 day, okay, and try it, and you see how much better you feel. And again, if you want to go to 2 days, make sure you're not having symptoms, and you won't get the big wave of elimination goes into your bloodstream, and you feel lousy. So change over, get yourself some sea salt, okay, clean up your diet a little bit, start a little fasting. You'll be a healthy person. Come on, let's go do the sky mirror. Hey, what's coming up for you in the next 10 days, huh? Let's get personal. Let's check the sky mirror. Starting Friday the 18th. And on Friday the 18th, there's a full moon. At 27 Aries. We'll get to that later with some astrocartography. And more than anything else, in a way, Mercury goes retrograde Monday morning, only a half an hour after midnight. So you wake up Monday, Mercury